Don't you know? Now that you know, you're so beautiful.
What's going on, everybody? So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I transform my hair from this color to this color that I have now. I got this hair from DYHAIR777 a while back. It's probably been like a year or so, and I ordered it. I already have bleached, so you know, I colored it a few times and it was just getting brittle and the orange hair was falling off, so it was time to change it and it was time to rejuvenate it, as you can see. The process was pretty cool. I didn't want it that light. That toner comes out to be like somewhat of a gray color, but I didn't want to go that color, so I didn't bleach it long enough purposely, just so it can come out this color. I'll show you guys how I bleach it, how I tone it, how I do everything, how I apply it, how I get the perfect ombre without harsh lines. Yes, if you're interested to see how I got this from that, make sure you stay tuned because the video is coming up next. And if you have any questions about my makeup, that is a little something I did for Pride Month. That video will be coming out next, so make sure you stay tuned with that. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and hit that bell button, you feel me, so you can be notified when you get all my videos. And if you guys like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I have a lot of cool, interesting things coming up, and yeah. So if you're ready to see that, make sure you stay tuned because the video is coming up right now.
Hey guys, hey. Oh, look at how mess. Let me get back. So as you see here, I have a clip. I'm going to be clipping away the weft areas. That way the hair won't move around when I try to comb or cut it. Just like so. It's easier to maintain that way. I'm going to take some clean water. You see it? Clean water. Hey. I'm going to spray a little bit on there. So if you guys can see, the reason why I'm cutting this hair and coloring it again is because it's pretty old, it's damaged, color damaged, and it's brittle. The hair is falling off. It's just shedding away. If you guys can tell, there's a few thin areas and a few, you know, where the orange hair is. But it's okay, I'm going to cut that off. So I'm going to take my razor and I'm going to start cutting. So I eventually got to my scissors. It's a little faster, and I just start cutting in somewhat of a notching technique. It's a little harder to do it not being on a human's head, so I just notched it. I didn't want it perfectly even, so that's the reason why I did not cut straight across. This helps the hair not be so blunt. Look at that. Beautiful. So the only reason why I left that orange in there is because I didn't want to take too much length off and I didn't want it to be too short. But that's where I messed up in this video, and you will see. On to the next bundle. I'm going to do the same exact thing. Cut much of the orange off with my razor, then my scissors. Alright, so we're going to get started with the coloring. I'm going to be using Clairol Professional BW2 Salon 40 volume developer. Make sure you have your coloring bowl, and this part is optional. It's a coloring whisk. It helps me mix the developer and the powder together. Make sure you guys have gloves. The bleach is not healthy for your hands, so it's always good to protect your hands. All right, let's get started. So with my BW2, I'm gonna take 2 scoops of that. Then I'm gonna grab my 40 volume developer. I did not measure it, I just kind of eyed it. So if you want to do this, just mix it until there's a thick paste. And I'm gonna put some oil in there. As you see, I'm struggling to get it out, so I just opened it and poured some. The reason for putting oil is to protect your hair. A little more won't hurt, right? It's to protect the hair and it won't do too much damage to it. So I'm just gonna give this a really good mix. Mix it up really well until it's a nice thick paste. I know people like theirs differently, but this is how I like mine, and it works perfectly fine. So I got my hair. Gonna place that down, comb through it, that way it can get every part of the hair and then it's gonna fall on the right spot. So this part, you see me separating the hair, just like making it thin, because I want to make sure it saturates all of the hair and not just pieces of it. Alright y'all, so now I'm ready to start bleaching. I just started at the bottom and I went all the way across. This brush that I had was pretty soft, so I went over it 1,002 times just to make sure that my hair was saturated and I didn't leave any spots over. So as I start to move up the hair, you guys are going to see that I'm starting to make a V motion. You want to go for a V motion because if you do a line straight across, it will leave a very harsh line, and that is not cute when you want to do an ombre. So therefore, make a V. One way to help you with this method is by turning your brush sideways. It's gonna look like a lot of little lines, but trust me, that's the best way for your ombre to look natural and blend it really well. The reason why I got over the orange is because when I bought this hair, the bottom half was already bleached and I just put the color on top. There was a harsh line of demarcation and it was not cute at all, and I didn't like it. By me being a cosmetology student at the time and, you know, into hair, I was not feeling it. So I kept rocking it, but it was finally time to make a change and make it look better. So therefore, I'm doing this now. You're gonna see me comb through my hair a bunch of times, and that's only because I want to make sure every bit of hair was saturated and I didn't want any spots not bleached or blotchy. So I combed through it a lot and I went over it a bunch of times just to make sure. And it seemed like as many times I went over it, I still had to flip it over and the back wasn't done. So make sure you flip your hair over and do that section too. When you flip it over, you want to make sure that you somewhat get the same areas that you went upward with on the other side so it can be even. Honestly, you don't give a thing, you can't hear a thing. I think you've gone crazy for you too. Now where did I? So now what I did is I flipped it back over and I flipped that hair over that I put away because I said I want to do smaller sections, and I did the same thing. Try to get the same areas that I did on the other pieces of hair.
Felt like forever. Long night turned early morning. Sun in your eyes cast the horizon. No. Your senses tell you that I'm not from Earth, but somewhere worse. Where can we find ourselves when all is said and done and we are dust? Oh, honestly, I don't give a damn. Now you're standing in front of me, and I think I've gone crazy for you, crazy for you. And honestly, you don't give a damn. You can't hear a thing. You think you've gone crazy.
So we're now done with that bundle. I'm gonna close it up, wrap it up, and put it to the side, let it process while I get started on my other two bundles.
Crazy on the way, 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 on the way. Oh, crazy on the way, on the way, on the way.
So I fast forward a bit because I'm literally going over it and doing the same exact thing as I did my first bundle. I let it process for 30 minutes. So as y'all see, I got lazy and I start pouring that bit on there, you feel me? Because I ain't got time. I need to hurry up, you feel me? I'm ready to just process and be done with it. So, bow, as you see. With the last two bundles, I did not end up doing that flip over method because these bundles were thinner than the other one. So, yeah. Like I said earlier in the video, I let it process for a good 30 minutes. So when I checked it, I did 15 more minutes. Altogether, it ended up being 45 minutes. So this is how my hair came out once it finished processing. So I'm just rinsing the hair with neutral color. I end up taking the clips off and then I end up doubling it back again. I'm just rinsing it with neutral water. As you guys see, it came out really nice. The only thing is the bottom half is pink, and I'm praying that this pink will come out when I tone it and when I shampoo it with my Shimmer lights, as you see that I'm doing right now. You can get this from your local beauty supply. I got it for mine for only $6.99. So with the Shimmer lights, I just put it on there. It's regular shampoo. It's supposed to tone your hair down, and I let it sit in there for about 10 minutes. I did the same with all three of my bundles. So while that was sitting for 10 minutes and my other bundles were processing, I decided to do a little cleaning. Better to clean as you go than to do it all at one time. There's my next bundle. Doing the same exact thing that I did. Now I am just rinsing off the Shimmer lights from my first bundle. And wow, will you look at that? No harsh line award goes to me, Chaee Eulenaa. Hey. That looks so good, but the ends are still pink. I'm hoping this Wella Charm T18 toner will take it out. So you put 1 part of that and 2 parts of 20 volume developer. Make sure you shake it up really nice. You want to make sure it works. And pretty much you just want to put this all over the hair and just saturate it. Saturate.
And you're gonna see me put a lot of it in there because I used the whole bottle, and I want to make sure all my hair was saturated, and I want it all to be toned and bomb, you feel me? So after you're done applying, I'm gonna put that up for 25 minutes. The most you can't leave it is 30 minutes. So it's done, and this is how it looks, and it's ready to be rinsed. I'm gonna be rinsing it with neutral water. I always do any type of hair color, I use neutral water. So here's the look after I rinsed it all out. The ends are still pink. So I went in with my scissors and just cut it off because that is not a cute look. So this is how it looked when I finished cutting it off. Alright guys, so this is how the hair looked once it finally dried. I was so happy with the results. Everything came out even and just how I liked it. So that concludes my video on how I transformed my hair from orange to this beautiful blonde. I hope you guys enjoyed my very first voiceover. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, and peace out, you guys. Have a good day.